Science, what it is not, and its pitfalls. Science is the best guess with the tools available at the time. Not exactly an inspiring statement, is it? But it's worth remembering. There is a great deal of mysticism used when describing science. Magic symbols, incomprehensibly long words, magic Latin incantations. The reason behind this is its history. Science was born of philosophy, astrology, herbalism, and alchemy. Alchemy, the philosopher's stone, turning base metals into gold. The word laboratory is an alchemist's word. Alchemy evolved into chemistry, among other things. Herbalists, healers, witch doctors, shaman. Evolved into doctors, vets, physicians, zoologists, neuroscientists, clinical psychologists, and so on. The Hippocratic Oath, 3 to 400 BC, is still in use today. Astrology evolved into astronomy, although the terms used in describing the zodiac are still in use today. Ask an astronomer to point out Pisces, with a knowing smile. Philosophy evolved into, well, the notable terms would be mathematics, Socratic reason, methodology, logic, natural philosophy, and so on and so forth. But unless an individual can sit with their chin resting on their fist, in the traditional pose, then they aren't real philosophers. Science carries a lot of the terms, language, and baggage, and mysticism from the old days, and a lot of scientists like it. It's better to be thought of as a magical wizard rather than a sad, lonely geek. Science is the explanation of a thing. It is not the thing itself. If I throw a stone into the water, this is a fact. It is not science. Science is the explanation of what is going on. It is the best guess with the tools available at the time. It can explain in a limited way what is happening. But it is not absolutely precise. It is not absolutely precise. That needed to be repeated. In the case of the stone, for example, there are too many unknown variables to calculate its exact position, although its position can be approximated with astonishing accuracy, and this approximation will become more accurate with time, as better tools become available. Scientific methodology varies between disciplines, although certain key aspects remain. Falsifiability, repeatability, and so on. The pitfalls. Although new paradigms should be embraced by the scientific community, practically they are not. The old paradigms still tend to die out with the old generation of scientists. Some notable peer-review publications are biased and seething with snobbery and possibly corruption. Although many scientists do work for the benefit of mankind, a sizable proportion work to the detriment of mankind and to the benefit of themselves. Some can easily be described as evil. And scientists, politics, and money seldom make good bedfellows. Science loves criticism. The more you criticize it, the stronger it gets. The opposite also applies. And scientists love criticism, well, the good ones do. The average ones get annoyed, and the bad ones get angry. Science and scientific experimentation can be, and is, conducted by amateurs. Qualifications should count for little. It should all be about scientific rigor, methodology, and good practice. But it is not. Snobbery often gets in the way. Science is, at its core, the search for truth, and that doesn't belong exclusively to any institution or hierarchy of mystical, magical individuals, dressed in dark robes and hats, while carrying their magical scrolls. Although many of them would like you to think it does. You could and should be a scientist, and you can get some of that magical aura and mysticism about you. No qualifications are needed. I've left some links in the description box to help you along your way. Have fun.